Hello and welcome to another episode of Game On. I am Slash Raptor, and this is Pokemon Shield version. In the last episode, we made our way all the way to the really tall tower in Winden City, and now we're here near the Southern Pokemon Center because I did some running around, and in that process, I found another new Pokemon that I'm excited to use because it is one of my favorites, a Charjabug. I caught him in a max raid while looking for XP candy, and then I had the idea of breeding him and replacing our Jolteon, who I had called Shazam, and I named him Thomas because of Thomas Edison. Edison just didn't sound right to me, so his name is Thomas, holding the magnet, and he does not already know Thunderbolt, but I did acquire a Thunderbolt TR from some raids. So we're going to teach him that right now just to get it out of the way because it is literally the greatest thunder attack ever. And when I say thunder, I mean electric moves because he is not a thunder type, he's a bug electric type. So we're going to do this. And now he knows Thunderbolt. And we're going to sort these by number just in case they aren't already. And then we're going to sort these by name just in case they aren't already. And then what's this? A Thunderstone. In the Gen 7 games, you need to take a Charjabug to a magnetic area, and in the original Sun and Moon games, that area was Vast Pony Canyon, which is like the end game area. But there isn't an area like that in this game. So in this game, a Thunderstone is all you need, and I was lucky enough to find another one in that same area full of all of the pillars in the wild area after I sold my last one because I wasn't convinced that I was going to need it. So luckily we have just what we need to evolve our friend Thomas here. So let's do this. Go, Thomas! Become more powerful than you can possibly imagine. Go! 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 Ooh, yes! Look at those giant pincers. God, I love Vikavolt. Oh, I love it. Okay, so he is almost 100 pounds. That is a big bug. If it carries a Charjabug to use as a spare battery, a flying Vikavolt can rapidly fire high-powered beams of electricity. That is frickin' awesome. Alrighty then, so we are going to check on you. You've got a lot of life, my friend, and that makes me happy. Oh, you've got Levitate now, which I guess is better than nothing, but oh my god, look at your special attack stat. Look at your special attack stat! Goodness gracious, Thomas, that is just insane. Okay, so we need to find some other moves that he can learn that will actually use his new special attack power. So X-Scissor would be a great move, except his special attack is more than 100 points higher. So he has no business using physical moves. So we're going to get rid of this, and Spark we're going to have to keep for a while because I don't have anything to replace it with. Can he learn Thunderfang or something? Oh, you can learn this. That's a pretty good move. It'll work for now, at least. As long as it's not a physical move, then he'll be fine. I wonder what happened to Signal Beam. That was a really cool move. I don't think they have that in this game, though. You can't even learn U-Turn? You're a bug type. What the hell? What the hell, Thomas? What the hell, man? Ooh, Solar Blade. Oh yeah, I forgot that Excalibur can learn that. Alright, well, you can learn X-Scissor, but we already established that that is a foolish idea. And you can't learn Leech Seed, but again, that's a physical move. Alright, well, I guess your moves are about as good as we're going to be able to get them at this particular juncture, then. So, let's rearrange some stuff here. Actually, we don't need to. Well, we'll do this, but that's all. Alright, so we are going to put Thomas here. So our current team is Excalibur, Thomas, Mahjong, Pyrrha, Ashton, and Nessie. And now we can fast travel to Rose Tower and continue on with the story stuff. Huzzah! And yes, last night Nintendo Direct was a thing, and it announced that there were going to be expansion packs, which I'm really excited for, but they're not coming out for a couple of months, so I'm not going to buy them yet. But I don't know how long it's going to take before this season airs, so by the time it starts airing, they might already be online, so I might still have time to record more and continue this. But I don't know if I want to do a new file on it, and I don't know enough about it to know. But I do know that there's going to be like 200 more Pokemon, and even some new original ones, and all kinds of cool stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm not buying it now, because A, I don't have money, and B, it's too early. So let's just focus on the task at hand right now, which is here. Yes, because Nintendo Direct, it was on January 9th, and it is now January 10th. Listen, Elizabeth, don't know if you knew this already, but I've heard Rose Tower was built on a power spot. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. When we get up to the roof and we have a bit of space, we can Dynamax our Pokemon. And this is relevant. Why? Which is all well and good, but less certain is whether this lift can get us to the top. Rose Tower is like 100 floors, right? I'm going to call this episode Skyscraper. That's it. That's the entire name of this episode. Just like that weird Dwayne Johnson movie that came out a couple of years ago, which was just called Skyscraper. I can just picture the people in the writing room. Okay, so I've got this idea for a movie that takes place at a skyscraper. Uh-huh. Okay. So what do you have for the idea for the name of this movie? Skyscraper. I love it! Print it! And so they did. And then we got Skyscraper. Never seen the movie, by the way. You'll be leaving right now, so there's no need to worry about the lift. Intruder alert! Intruder alert! All staff are ordered to help remove the intruders from the premises at once. See, if Miss Oleana says so, then it looks like this is the end of the line for you kids. If I get rid of the intruders, I'll probably get a big bonus. Yeah, probably not, because Oleana is a bitch. I could do the Cartman's Mom was a big fat bitch song, but I don't feel like it. So I'll just let you guys do it yourself. But instead of Kyle's, actually it's Kyle's mom. Just put the word Oleana. Well, Oleana's a bitch. The big bad bitch is the biggest bitch in the whole wide world. She's a stupid bitch. If there was a bitch, the bitch too. All the boys and girls. Okay, so that is unfortunate because now my special defense is down harshly. But I doubt that a Durant is going to have any special attacking moves, so I don't know why it would have done that. But I do know that we're going to use Shadow Claw because it's cool. Oh god, that sound, even though I can't actually hear it because the TV is muted. Yes, the TV is muted because otherwise the microphone would pick up the sound from me and the TV, and then it would overlap with the game sound that the capture card is picking up, and that wouldn't be fun. If your game capture card picks up the game audio at the same time, if your game capture card picks up the game audio while your microphone is also picking up the game audio, you're gonna have a bad time. If you pizza when you're supposed to French fry, you're gonna have a bad time. No, wait, it's the other way around. If you French fry when you're supposed to pizza, you're gonna have a bad time. I'll give you guys cookies if you know where that's from, but unfortunately, I don't have any more Costco cookies. I ate them all in almost one sitting because they're just so delicious. Oh my god, I love those cookies. And now I want more, but I can't have any more. So now I want to break people's necks until I get more cookies. But I don't have a problem. I can stop anytime I want to. I just don't want to. Alright, so should we do any changing here? We do have I think we should swap out Cuddles and Mahjong, because there are a lot of steel types in here. That's kind of the whole thing. Is there anybody else that will be useful against psychic types? Not really. Definitely not Sub-Zero. Mahjong is good, but he's 2 levels higher than Cuddles. Shazam has been replaced, so we're going to put him up here to remember that. And I don't think... Dr. Fetus might be useful, so we'll put him over here. Alright, so Cuddles goes over here, Dr. Fetus goes up here, this goes over here. Alrighty then. That looks fantabulous. Let's head up the I almost said effalator, but that is not a word, it is escalator. Now that I can read, because it's obvious what that says. Rose. Why someone would name a male Rose is anyone's guess. Maybe they were drunk, I don't know. Maybe they just wanted to torture the poor kid. It's like naming a girl Scott. You just don't do that. What? I don't think we're at the roof yet. Why are we stopped? Because the elevator stopped moving, Hop. That's why we stopped. You two are gym challengers, aren't you? Thank you for taking part in Galar League's gym challenge, yet I'm afraid that doesn't give you the right to interfere with our work. We will drive you out to protect the many subsidiary companies housed here in Rose Tower. Behold the gloriously high-tech elevators of Rose Tower, able to withstand Pokémon battles. They are constructed by the subsidiary Macrocosmos Construction. So random. Oh, and then they decide, let's just battle these guys. Jane and Mateo. They'll sound like characters out of a Shakespeare story. Actually, Mateo might be. I've only read 4 Shakespeare stories. Well, technically 5. But in grade 9, we did a Midsummer Night's Dream in... what is it here? Oh, I think I see. Okay, I see. This will be super effective against that. In grade 10, we did Romeo and Juliet. In grade 11, we did Macbeth. And then in grade 12, we got to choose between doing either Hamlet or Julius Caesar, and we ended up doing Julius Caesar because the book was shorter, and it was like, the teacher let us vote. I voted for Hamlet because I wanted Hamlet. Everybody else voted for Julius Caesar because it's a shorter book. But we did end up seeing the play Hamlet, done by a company called Shakespeare in the Ruins, which was a pretty big thing in Winnipeg. But for some reason, when they did the play, they made it take place during the 1950s, which makes 0 sense, because it's Shakespeare. So why are people talking like that? Oh, I know what I can do. I can do a Sacred Sword on that. Oh, Excalibur! No! Go Sacred Sword. Excalibur. Oh, did we already take out the other Pokemon? Oh, okay. I thought it had dug or something. I saw the one dig. Oh, almost leveled up. Okay, that was pretty good. That was pretty good. We almost lost Excalibur, but nothing too serious. I'm kind of tempted to say that deaths don't count anymore, but that's cheating and it's not fair. So we will not be doing that. I might be doing that for the expansion because again, I don't know what it's going to be like. I have to do more research about it. And I don't know. I would probably want to play it a few times first, and I don't know if you can... I don't know if it's like a post-game thing, or if you can just start it up right on its own. Yeah, I honestly have no idea how it's going to do. Oh, and Hop's going to keep healing up our Pokemon in between each battle, so that works out nicely. But deaths will still count, even if he heals one. I'll just have to remember which one it is so that I don't send them back out. Because I don't think I have access to my box right now. Rose Tower is almost 1,000 feet tall. You are now 500 feet above the ground. I don't think that's possible. 1,000 feet? That just doesn't seem, like, plausible. Like, not even the Empire State Building, which is one of the tallest buildings in the world. I don't even think that has, like, 500 feet. I'm from MC Insurance. Do you have a life insurance policy? MC Insurance. That's still Macrocosmo. Oh, yeah, it's Macrocosmos. Whatever. Go, Mawile! Yeah, this is why there was no Steel-type gym leader. Is because all of these guys have Steel types. What is intimidating about a Mawile? I don't see it. It's not intimidating. It's kind of cute. But I think now would be a fantastic time to use a good old Sacred Sword on that Kling-Clang over there. Or is that a Clang? I don't remember. It's Clink or Clank. I can never remember which one's which. I think it's Clink when it's in its first form. Yeah, that was a Clang. And then it evolves into Kling-Clang. Okay, so there's that. Excalibur goes to level 54. And Mawile uses Crunch on Excalibur! Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. We're switching out right now, and we're bringing in Pyrrha. Excalibur is awesome. You cannot take him from me. I won't let you. That was actually kind of a reference to the original Pokémon movie. I just watched that the other night, and it's actually a pretty good movie. Like, and you can tell that it was meant to be released in theaters, because it has such higher production values than all of those other Pokemon movies. The first 3 were actually really good movies. I think the second one was overall better, but I like the cinematic feeling of the first one. Except for a few dubbing mistakes, like where they were calling Scyther Alakazam and other things. It was a pretty good movie. Mewtwo was just so cool, and I loved how they had like an actual soundtrack, like normal movies. Like "Brother, My Brother" is a really good song, and I remember this, and I remember the scene where Ash gets thrown away, and then he stands up, and then he looks over the battling Pokemon, and they're being forced to battle without using any of their special powers, and then that song comes in. Brother, my brother, tell me, what are we fighting for? We're not gonna win this war. It was just really powerful. And they worked hard to make it so that there would be a couple of things in it for adults to enjoy too, because obviously their kids are gonna take them to see it because Pokemon was the greatest thing ever when you were that age. I did the same thing. And I remember one joke in particular that I thought was really funny, but in the context, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. There's a part where where Team Rocket is disguising themselves as Vikings, and they're offering a ride to New Island, where the tournament that Mewtwo is hosting is going to be, and they're disguised as Vikings. And then Ash and Brock and Misty are sitting on the boat, and then Brock goes, "I didn't know that Vikings still existed." And then Ash says, "They mostly live in Minnesota." Like, in terms of the joke, that's funny if you get it, because that's the Minnesota Vikings. But there shouldn't be a Minnesota in the Pokemon world. So, it's funny in that way, but it also doesn't really make a lot of sense. You need to get rid of that stupid Dubwool, Hop. You're using a normal type against nothing but steel types. That's not going to end well. See, I've got a steel type, but it knows different moves that make it super effective against steel types, so I'm fine, but... Uh-oh. Alright, I think now would be a decent time to change Pokemon. Okay, let's see. Pokemon, I think now might be a decent time for... let's go with Cuddles. Bring him in. Because he will resist all of their attacks. Unless that bounce attack hits Cuddles, and I don't know who it's going to hit. I honestly do not know. Oh, thank God. And it wasn't even aiming at Cuddles anyway. I'm not ready to lose Cuddles. I love him, and I don't want him to die. I love all of my Pokemon, and I don't want any more deaths. That's why I took some time to level them all up. But at this point in the game, it's not that easy to level things up, so... Hoo, yeah! One shot is all it needs, because Cuddles is just a beast. Cuddles will destroy you. Do not mess with Cuddles. You won't like him when he's angry. Actually, he's kind of always angry. That was another fun line from the Avengers movie. So tell me, Doc, what's your secret? That's your secret, Doctor. I'm always angry. Like, in terms of the joke, again, it's funny, but it doesn't really make a lot of sense. If you're always angry, then wouldn't that mean that you should always be the Hulk? Why are you attacking? There's nothing to attack. Oh, good. Get rid of the stupid Dubwool. Since when does bounce cause paralysis? I didn't know that was a thing. Alright, I'm gonna use high horsepower, and that'll probably kill the Stunfisk. Yeah, it is dead. It's dead, Jim. And I got a critical hit, too, so that's pretty cool. Cuddles grew to level 53. Ashton grew to level 54. Cuddles grew, yeah, and no new moves. You defeated Macrocosmo. Yes, I did, and I would do it again, if I'm being perfectly honest. I would do it again, because I enjoy it. Don't presume to meet... Don't you presume to meet the chairman. You're not on the same level as such a great man. How great can he be? He's got a dumb beard, and his name is Rose. Chairman Rose is at the top, not just of this tower, but all of Galar. Yeah, there's no mountain in Galar. It's on one of the only Pokemon regions that doesn't have a giant mountain. But it does have a really big tower. I think Rose is compensating for something. I probably made that joke in the last episode. Ooh, it looks like we're inside some kind of something like the Matrix. Aha, here we go. Alright, now, she is going to be full on steel, so I think now would be a good time to bring in, let's do this. I think maybe Nessie instead of Excalibur. No, you know what? We should do Nessie instead of Thomas. And then put Excalibur back. So we're gonna go like... I love Pokemon that can really just take a beating. It's really satisfying when you send them out, knowing that they're gonna do a bunch of damage. Oh, and I also went to Stow on Side, and they had a charcoal for sale, so I bought that and gave it to Pyrrha. So now she finally has something that's actually gonna give her stab moves. And did I already teach Surf to Nessie? I'm pretty sure I found a Surf TR. I did, yes. So that's all good. But I have to be careful because that can hit other things. Although I don't think this is a double battle like the last couple were. Okay, so that's that done. Now we can head over to talk to Oleana. Welcome to Chairman Rose's exclusive space, here nearly 1,000 feet above the earth. So, you got through all of the special staff that I had ordered to stop you. I would expect nothing less from the trainers handpicked by the champion Leon himself. But I'm afraid it is time for you to go home. I'm not going home because I have to do the second round of the Pokemon League. Because I will not allow anyone to disturb the great Chairman Rose. You shall be the first, Elizabeth. If I beat you to pieces, then the champion will have no one to battle and thus lose heart. In that state, he'll listen to anything the chairman says. That logic does not make any sense. She looks so insane. She's got pretty nice titties, though. I'd tap that. Angry sex can be pretty hot. Not that I've had it before. I'm just saying. Okay, now, fighting type moves aren't going to have any effect, but Steel will. And again, I say, if you can't punch a ghost, then why can you bang your head into a ghost? It's a physical move. It shouldn't do damage, but it does. In fact, it just destroys everything. As long as it's, weak Steel type moves, which a lot of things are. Ugh. My, how cheeky to do such a thing as to hurt my partner. Well, you were going to hurt mine. What's your point? Marco Cosmos Azolian is about to send in a Salazzle. Well, I'll tell you one thing. That is not a Steel type. Yeah, I know. I've got some more nuggets of wisdom for you too. Just wait. I haven't even gotten started yet. A Salazzle. It's just weird how she has nothing but Steel types, and then all of a sudden she has a Poison Fire type. Okay, so you're gonna poison him, but that's okay. Will that trigger his stamina? No, it doesn't. It has to be a physical attack, I think. Or just an attack that makes contact, rather. Okay, so that thing is dead. And now he is poisoned, but that's okay. Because I can just switch him out. Now let's see, what else is coming up? Oh, that does a lot of damage. A Milotic. Ooh, I should have left it an electric type. That's a pure water type. Oh, this is not looking good. Okay. Well, Cuddles is just a big tank. And the only thing that he doesn't do well against is fire. And flying. And psychic. And fairy. But I think we should be safe to send him out against that Milotic. So let's go Hammer Arm! Okay, you're gonna set up that, which will heal you slowly, but it won't matter if I can kill you before you can heal with it. Let's see if this will one-shot. Nope. It won't, but it'll come pretty close. Next turn you'll go down. Next turn. I feel it. Alright, Brick Break. Go, Cuddles! Okay, you're gonna protect against status ailments, but you're not protecting against Brick Break. Does that break Safeguard? No, but it does break Barrier, Light Screen, and other moves. Alright, let's do this. Oh, Mahjong is so close to leveling up. Macrocosmos Azoliana is about to send in a Serena. That is a pure grass type, which means this is Pyrrha's area of expertise. If I didn't have Rillaboom, I would have had Serena. Serena is one of my favorite grass types. I prefer physical grass type attackers, and she doesn't learn like a lot of my favorite moves like Leaf Blade or Horn Leech, but there are some other moves that she can learn that are pretty cool. Go, Pyrrha! Flare Blitz! Destroy! Boom! Oh! Oh! I hope I don't kill Pyrrha with that. Yeah, she's fine. Okay, Mahjong grew to level 55. And a Garbodor. Alright, for that we're gonna send in Ashton, and I think this is her Dynamaxer, or her Gigantamaxer. I think. I don't remember specifically. This is my last Pokemon. Seriously, Oleana's gotta finish this. It's strange how she has a Garbodor as her best Pokemon. Why wouldn't she have a Steel type? Alright, we're gonna go Dynamax, and we're gonna go Max Quake ourselves. Because if you're gonna Dynamax, then I'm gonna Dynamax. I love how angry she is, like, all the time. Go! Dynamax! Is that a boat in the middle of that thing? And like an airplane? And what looks like Lego bricks? That's kind of cool. It looks like a dump that came to life. That's kind of a neat idea. I don't think I must have seen that before, but I guess I wasn't paying attention to the design of it. Alright, let's do this. It's your turn to shine. Go, Ashton! That's a really big horse. Please don't pee on me. It's a good thing poison doesn't affect my attacking power. Ha! Max Quake? That's gonna do nothing. I'm a ground type. Ha! That's really the best you can do? That's kind of pathetic. Alright, now I'll show you what a real ground type move can do. You ready for this? You ready for this? Okay, now it's gone. Oh, this is gonna be sick. Oh, yes! Oh, I love how they explode at the end. That's my favorite part. It's like something out of a Michael Bay movie. Pyrrha grew to level 54. How about that? Oh yes, we're still standing. That's the way you do it, folks. That's the way the cookie crumbles. I wasn't able to win. Oleana, you really are a hopeless woman. Yep. But you do have nice boobs, so there's that. What was I thinking? Any gym challenger who's made it this far would be no pushover. Under normal circumstances, I would have tried to delay you further. However, all the necessary wishing stars have been collected, so do as you wish. There's nothing to be done now. If there's nothing to be done now, then why were you fighting us in the first place? Everything I did to further the chairman's own goals. Leon, we've discussed this 100 times already, and still you fail to understand what's at stake. You, who's supposed to be our champion. I think I understand well enough. What I don't understand is why we ought to cancel tomorrow's tournament in order to solve a problem that's 1,000 years away from affecting any of us. What difference is one day gonna make? My duty as champion isn't this madness. It's to carry out that championship match. That's what Galar wants and what I want. It's what we've all been looking forward to for so long. No, you don't understand. You still don't understand a thing. Look around us, Leon. Look at the Galar regions stretched out before us. And know that the energy required to keep this brilliant, glittering world alive will be exhausted a millennium from now. The people of Galar today will no longer even exist. What Galar wants today hardly matters. The future is more important than just one day. He's so wrong. He's so wrong. That doesn't make any sense. It's not your job to solve something 1,000 years away. You don't even know what's going to happen. In 1,000 years, they might have completely moved Galar, or they might have found a way to harness the power of the sun into an endless form of energy. Leon is so right, and the chairman is such an idiot. But it did kind of make for his final act twist that was kind of cool. But I don't think it was that good. I still think that my favorite Pokemon storylines were definitely the one in Gen 5, the original Unova games. That was a really good storyline. Second best, I think, would probably be the Alola games. I really liked that final act twist where, what's her name, Lusamine, like, combined together with that one Ultra Beast. That was pretty messed up, and I liked how Lily's brother was there the whole time helping you out, but you didn't realize he was her brother, and I liked that whole thing. That was really good. But I think that's my second favorite, because it was a little too complicated. It felt like something out of a TV show instead of a Pokemon game. My all-time favorite one is definitely the Generation 5 storyline. Specifically the original one. I love how we find out that N was just being used by Team Galactic by Team Plasma. Lee, you never showed when you were supposed to, so I got worried that something happened. Piers and Marnie and all those Team Yellow oddballs, they all helped us get here. I must apologize to you, Hop, if we've made you worry at all. There are times when adults just can't seem to have an honest discussion with one another. Sometimes our pride just gets in the way. Never mind any of this, Hop, Elizabeth. Let's head back to the hotel and we'll all grab dinner together, yeah? It's on me, so you can order anything you fancy. It just zooms in on her face. If you'll excuse us, Chairman Rose, and I do hope you'll watch tomorrow's match. It's sure to be one for the history books. I still have to beat the other two gym leaders, but I wonder if it's going to be the same gym leaders. Because I'm pretty sure you always fight Nessa, and then I think you always fight the fourth gym leader, then you always fight Nessa, and then you always fight Bede, and then you always fight the dragon guy again, and then you fight Leon. So I guess in a way that forms the Elite Four, but it's basically the same thing you've already done. You still don't understand, young champion. I am going to change the course of history. The next evening? Oh, so now we've skipped forward in time. This is it. Did you get enough sleep? You and your team are the ones battling, but I've had a Butterfree in my stomach since I woke up. Challenger Elizabeth, the finals will be starting shortly. I'm here to escort you to the stadium. What's all this? Didn't you learn your lesson yesterday? If you need another helping of Hop and his trusty Inteleon, I'll be happy to give you one. No, wait, please. I'm not like those other league staff. I'm a good one, if I may say so myself. I heard about what happened yesterday. Miss Oleana can be a little extreme in her desire to assist the chairman with his goals, I'm afraid. It seems she was cultivating her own group of league staff in secret to be deployed for, well, things like that debacle last night. But you've no need to worry about today's staff. All of us are here for the right reasons. Well, that's what she says. I guess we can trust her then, Elizabeth? Let's go. I can't wait another minute. I'm the one battling, Hop. Would you like me to show you the way to the Whittiam Stadium? No. Understood. Come talk to me again if you need any help, or use one of the flying taxis out front. Well, anyway, folks, that's all the time I have for this episode of Game On. Thank you for joining me, and I hope to see you right back here in the very near future, where we will continue to play more Pokémon Shield version on the Nintendo Switch. And until next time, peace out, and as always, Game On. See ya!